until the following funding day, and then that can throw off your show, that can throw off your promo, that can throw off everything. So basically, funding is really important. Whoever is president next year probably will work closely with you on this to teach you. It's going to be kind of hard, but yeah, just the show overall was really good. Just a few minute details, and I'm sure it's going to be even better next year.
Cool. About the Secretary of the Year. To start off, some good things I think we did this year was that we prepared our participants really early in the year, and I felt that the acts had a lot of time to work on what they needed to work on, and there was 3 evaluations this year, so we had a lot of time to check up on them. Some bad things, I was at checkpoint 2 this year, and one of the things that frustrated me the most was there was a miscommunication between the show chairs and all of E-Board on what the rules were. For example, during dress rehearsal, if you were in Act 1, and you finished doing your dance, were you allowed to go up to the balcony or were you not? And that was a huge problem for us. And I think it was frustrating for the participants because we were yelling at them for things that they may not have even done wrong, or just miscommunication. So I think that we need to sit down and have a meeting and decide the rules, and then don't change those rules. Because even after we had discussed all the rules, at the very end, I still had people coming up to me saying, well, the president said I could do it now. And I didn't know if they were lying or not. So I think we need to all sit down and decide on what the rules are, and then don't change them for the sake of the participants, because we were screaming at the things that they were told they could do. So that's a major con. For the secretary, I would say that communicate better to the participants on how to book rooms, because I had a lot of people call me a week before saying, can you book me a room for Wednesday? And by then, there wasn't any rooms available. So I would say communicate to them better on how the system works, because I don't think they fully understood how it worked.
Okay, cool. Pretty much it. All right, thank you.
Okay, one thing I really liked about the show was the variety. Since we started off by like Japan, I thought it was really an idea. We wanted more creative. We haven't done that in the past years. That before we went hardcore creative. I was just thinking outside the box. A couple things we need to work on. This year we had a lot of problems with acts dropping out. Like before, when we assigned, acts to focal days, we had a lot of dancers drop out. We had problems with that. We might want to establish some more stricter policy. Unfortunately, we only had 4 dancers. It was still a good show, but obviously people want dancers, they want stuff like that. You want to make sure that you have good variety. You want to make sure that you have Bollywood. Oh, that's another thing that we did. Songs-wise, we made a requirement, hip-hop, 1 minute or less, or 1 minute 30 or less. And only 1 dance in classical hip-hop. We made, a variety of Bollywood, we hip-hop, we have fun rock.
Hi, I'm Shrina, and I am a social chair, one show coordinator and fashion show coordinator.
Look at you! Wow.
And I would say some pros about the show was definitely had a great theme. That was really good. The set was amazing, and I would say the marketing was really good. There's always ways to improve all of that, but yeah, the overall in general was really good.
When we talk about
I would say some of the show quality is, I would say maybe don't divide up responsibilities, such as don't divide up categories such as the marketing, set, and the acts. I think that causes problems not only for the show coordination but also for participants. I think that's not such a good idea. Maybe that's just something you guys want to look into next year. Also, I would say for the fashion show, I would say don't hire, look at someone regarding whether they're responsible or not, and whether you think they can handle it, whether they're going to be committed, rather than whether or not they have good ideas, because you always brainstorm ideas from people, rather than you need someone who's committed and someone who's going to actually do the work that you hired them to do. So definitely take that into consideration. What other things do I have? Oh, actually, another good point. I would tell the show coordinator is me, Priyanka and Nisa. We have weekly meetings every Monday, and sometimes if needed Wednesday, so we'd all be up to like par on everything that's going on. So I think that's definitely a great idea, just so everyone's in the loop. Sometimes Anna would come if we can make it, so I think that's a really good idea with you guys, just so you guys all know what's going on and keep updating each other. When you send out emails, make sure you send them to the other coordinators, just so that everyone's updated on we don't know what else is going on. So I think that's definitely something that I should do again for the next year.
Could you name one disadvantage off the top of your head of having 3 coordinators versus just 2 or 1?
I think difference of opinion sometimes. There was definitely a lot of differences of opinion. I mean, we worked through by majority. Well, people do majority rules, so I think that's something that, because we all had different experiences. Some of us didn't have 1 to 2 experiences, some of us were more expensive, but, like, I think...
so in that sense, would an odd number help? Because you'd always have a tiebreaker.
I think at times it does, but then also at times it doesn't, because... especially like when you have so many ideas and then you don't know which one to go with. I think that's definitely something that's not always positive, because I mean at times you might think that it's good to have tons of ideas, but then it's also like you're indecisive about stuff because you don't know which one to pick. And sometimes like one of the major decisions we made was the wrong one, because one of us thought something while the other one thought something else. So the other two thought something else. So I definitely say maybe sometimes it's not such a good idea to have show coordinators, but it's also nice to have show coordinators because you have such a big responsibility in that, because being a show coordinator is such a big responsibility, I think. Also another thing I tell the show coordinators is definitely make like a schedule. I'd say definitely we made a schedule and then somewhere along the lines of it we just kind of just like part of the schedule and start closing it, so I definitely say make a schedule and follow it like by dates, like literally day-to-day schedule of what you had to do. Like maybe make a calendar, maybe on Google or something, make a calendar and have like dates and events and like list everything out. Also, something else I would also say is decide your evaluation dates earlier, because we didn't have big rooms in some of them, which is really bad, which was one of the negatives to the participants actually, like us. Like we didn't get to see their dances properly, they didn't perform properly because it was just so small. So definitely consider that like way earlier, like rooms that you may need for coordinating all that. Definitely consider rooms earlier. Tell your fashion show coordinators to book their rooms like as soon as like you start, because it's so hard to get big rooms. So that's definitely something to tell them. Something else I'd say is be really strict on attendance, and be really strict on like the way you talk to like participants and stuff, because you don't want the participants to think that they can walk over you, because that's something that can disadvantage to you and the show in general, because I think that's something that they take advantage of, so I'll definitely say that.
Cool, thank you.
The pro for the show would have to be that overall it was a good show, and there was a variety of acts. We kept it cultured. As a con, there needs to be more deadlines, and the deadlines need to be enforced. As far as MCs go, they need to be enforced a lot. We need to show skits more often. We need to have a detailed in skits. As far as show committee goes, deadlines the same. Marketing needs to be done before everything, and Bettencourt needs to